Well, to start off with, welcome to the 25th AMSAT Colloquium on behalf of the AMSAT-UK committee. It is our 25th anniversary, and I must admit it gets better every year I come here. I've been attending this colloquium since 2002, and I find it, for me, a highlight of my amateur radio calendar, and that includes having been this year to Dayton, to Friedrichshafen and to many of the other amateur events. So I think this one is exceptionally special. Normally this slot would be allocated by Sir Professor Martin Sweeting. He does send his apologies, but unfortunately he's in China. I don't know whether that's business or pleasure, but I'm sure he'd rather be here, and if he's watching the streaming, I promise Martin I've not come out in shorts, sandals and down in a smaller position. I knew I'd get in trouble for that. We've been joined today by notable people, not only yourselves and of course people streaming around the world. We also have AMSAT NA's president, Barry Baines, who's sitting somewhere in the front there. We also have AMSAT DL's president, Peter Gotzag, who no doubt I've pronounced that completely incorrectly. And of course, all the others who have come from various parts of the world, Israel, the like. We have amateurs from around the globe who attend this colloquium, and many of the same faces I see year in and year out, but I'm always very pleased to see you. I'm sure you can appreciate the efforts put in by the AMSAT-UK committee, also the BATC for being here for streaming the event, which is very important because it does allow people who can't actually attend to be able to turn up and enjoy just by logging on, listening to what's taking place, and hopefully being able to put some degree of input back into the colloquium. Now, most of you will probably understand that my principal role within radio for many years has been educational outreach, and I see the role of educational outreach very important because it helps to get students involved in radio, it helps to get students involved in perhaps careers that otherwise they wouldn't have gone down that path. And the space communications have always had the biggest wow. It's been the major real educational tool of amateur radio because, to be honest, having a quick chat on 80 metres to somebody down the other side of the street doesn't have quite the same effect of sending a radio signal to a spacecraft that's travelling at 17,500 miles an hour. That gets young students really engaged in what we're doing, and it's important that we continue that side of the education. Now, you'll hear later on this weekend about FunCube. This is a UK built satellite which will help to enhance both the GB4 Fun project and another project I shall talk about very shortly. But the efforts of the AMSAT UK committee can't go ignored. A tremendous amount of work's put in, and I'm sure you appreciate that the colloquium would never be able to take place without their efforts. Also, I should thank the speakers who will be giving the various presentations. I'm sure they'll keep you all entertained and you'll enjoy absolutely every minute of it, and the weekend will disappear before you even know what's taken place. The Radio Society fully supports this event with both the shop that's being manned by Alison Johnson, which is at least 100% better than the shop that's being manned by Chris. How did I manage to say that without coughing? The GB4 Fun project, which is sent here courtesy of the RFGB, is here to, I'm being shot, is here to enhance your enjoyment of this event. It's fully kitted out. It's there for you not just to look at, it's there for you to operate. And this is again probably the only event during the whole of the year that it goes to an amateur radio related event where the amateurs can actually get their sticky fingers on it. Because over 8 years, none of you have ever broken any of it, with the exception of Graham sitting at the back. The Radio Society of Great Britain has also got involved with building the National Amateur Radio Centre at Bletchley Park. This is going to be a new centre for amateurs to visit, and at the moment the planning is going ahead with the radio equipment that's going to go into that centre, including the displays. And so the displays will have satellite comms, ISS comms on the displays, and at the moment I'm badgering to try and make sure we have also a fully operating satellite station on board, so that will allow yourselves at any time to come along to the centre and have an experience and enjoy every aspect of amateur radio. Well, in line with what I've promised to do, which is to keep this really as functionally as short as possible, I'd like to thank you all for coming. I hope you have a tremendous 25th colloquium. I'd like to thank Kieran Morgan, who's one of our committee members, who unfortunately couldn't be here. He sent this morning a large bottle of champagne and some pork scratchings, which I haven't quite put the link totally together, but Howard Long no doubt will be able to give you the information of what that's all about. We do have a couple of committee members who have been in hospital. Kieran's been one of them, and we do send our best wishes to them. They put in a lot of effort even from the particular positions that they're in, and I'm sure we look forward to having their company along with us next year. So thank you very much for coming.